My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire Downfall. We're going to be continuing with the Automaton. Let's get that Ascension 10 victory and then move on and on. Obtain 3 random. Don't want to obtain a curse. Transform a card. I could transform a card. I could also just go for an energy by base. Let's think about it. The first function you created, combat cost 0 until blade. Well, if I'm not putting a 2 cost into that function at any point, right? That is to say, if the function comes back and it only costs 1 energy, then it's worse than a boss relic, but it doesn't have a downside. That is to say, an energy-based boss relic. I think I will transform a card. Let's transform a strike. Max output. Okay. Very, very usable card. Eminently usable. Do I want to recall? Yeah. Yep. Because then I can break it down. Oh, God, I could have recalled there and then broken it down there. Well. That's fine. We'll be fine. Don't really want to pop max output, though. Now I'd be pretty comfortable popping it. But we have another strike to throw out anyway, so we'll just throw that. Nice. Oil spill, invalidate, overheat. Five poison's not nothing. What if I tried to do some defensive poison the enemy thin deck? So go-to and oil spill would have to be in different hands. Different cards, rather. Which means I need 6 encode cards. One of them ultra defensive that draws. Doesn't seem good. I have a few more fights to try and pick up damage before I desperately need something online. Okay, we have a few more fights. Don't need anything right now necessarily. Do I max output to try and get through the next? I think I do. Nice. Through the next replicate, we draw 1 card, hit with both of those. Next cycle has the new one. That's fine. I can overdefend there. Well, overdefend, underdefend by 1, but max out all the defense that I can throw out on that turn. Add a card. Philosophize. Oh, we have a build around now. We have a build. Replicate, strike, just try defend. Least damage I'm capable of taking that turn. Philosophize go to. Copy an idea, start gaining some strength. Iterate would be really nice, so would Terminator. In fact, Terminator would be incredible. Let's use the max output, yep, because I wanted to get to this. But then, as it turns out, that's not actually even going to end the fight, so let's go for the double defend there. Explosive Potion, Overheat Refactor, Constructor, no, yes? No, it only... Exhaust all cards discarded. This is a way to thin down our deck, then. Alright, we just take Refactor as a way to thin down the deck. It's a very aggressive way to thin down the deck as well. Which is what we're looking for. Okay. Fortunately, we have a Philosophize here. Backline might not attack next turn. No, they're both attacking. It's the worst case scenario for us. Six, 9, 9. Fine. Using the potion. Saves a bunch of damage there. Dark Dash, Fortify, Bronze Orb. No, Bronze Orb eventually is going to pull out cards that I don't want it to. It's not doing it at the moment, but it will in the future. Let's break the Ruby for a point of strength. I do want the Philosophize to only give enemies 1 point of strength, but Go-To also needs to be drawing 2 cards. We can increase that cycle through the deck quite significantly. Whetstone. Replicate. Is it okay hit? I think I'll take Sapphire there. This could be pretty bad for us. The potion would have done so well in this fight as well. Best I can do, I guess. Okay, still only one enemy attacking, thankfully. There's a lot more leniency in trying to defeat them. Yeah, as long as we got Replicate, we're going to be fine. 25% chance to have failed on that. Infinite beams. At the start of each turn, add a minor beam into your hand. I don't think that goes in here. We're looking for some defensive situation and then don't really need minor beams. I really do need to give the enemies less strength as quickly as I can. Max output also needs an upgrade. Replicate Go-To, good pickups. Max output to draw as many cards as I can there. Really hoping the enemy would have tried to make us vulnerable on turn 1. Thankfully they are now trying. That's not the correct order for those to have been played in, perhaps. Although the enemy's almost certainly dead next turn, so... Don't need to overkill him in that way. As I kill, Toxic Egg. Return Library Merge Conflict. Curse of Doubt. Remove that in 2 spaces time. 3 spaces time. Oh, 2 spaces. One spaces time. You got me, game. You absolutely got me. As long as I got the ability to defend myself on that turn. Yeah, Replicate's good enough there. So I did 6 damage, I gained a strength, and then I did 6 damage. Okay, so that's not working. Let's throw those. That is interim strength gain in the middle of that cast is not affecting it. Okay. This and the next shop, actually, is probably going to give us a lot of decisions to make here. No. Obviously, the removal on the Doubt is a high priority. Prepare Crush isn't bad either. Maybe not the way we want to go with it. I could also just gain a point of strength, which is pretty good. If strength is a thing I am wanting to consistently utilize here. There's so many cards in this deck that I want to upgrade, but I got to take that rest. I don't think I can go for another shop right now. 100 souls, remove a card from the deck. Removal is worth its weight in gold. Still need a real damage card in this deck somewhere. But that'll happen. We'll find it. Don't love how many enemies have decided to be ultra massive, super aggressive on both of their first turns. Would kind of like them to chill just a wee bit. Ooze-infused drink, as well as allocate, max. No, can't take any of those. Philosophize, go to. Big whiff right there. Let's refactor. You know what? I'm getting rid of the max output. And one of the strikes. Hey, I'm thin decking here. Hey. Refactor, scries nothing. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. The enemy just has those big damage turns. Alright, Ooze Infused Drink. Feels like you're probably appropriate at the moment. Play defend, use the ooze. Well, we're not going to be able to put up anything there, unfortunately. Give the enemy a bunch of artifacts, prevent us. I mean, yikes. Gives us 0 back. Gives us 14 for the next turn at the absolute least, which... Which, as it turns out, is very, very important. I kind of do want to cut a single defend, so I can get back to the bronze armor more consistently, but that's actually quite low in defense. I suspect we're already kind of dead, just because the enemy can drop another giant hit, and then if they do that, I can't do anything about that at all. Do you have a turn of letting up? No, you do not have a turn of letting up. Do I have a turn of dying ahead of me? Because that feels like that's the realm we're in. Yep. Nope, did not like that. Needed a damage card in there somewhere. Although, also needed a defensive card, like a defensive encode kind of situation. I saw a branch and I turned it down, didn't I? That's what I should have taken. I should have taken the branch, should have used it to branch into the aggressive so that I would get a defensive encode. Would have made a lot of sense. That's okay. We'll give it another go. Go to the boss there, so we will get our starting bonuses from the heart. Choose rare card. Let's do it. Virus. Virus, and we hunt elites. Virus is very powerful. Also really need to get and break the key as quickly as possible, but... Oh, it's, What is it with the louses and ruining me recently? 10 damage turn 1. Wait, actually, hang on. Yeah, 10 damage turn 1. And thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Defend. Max damage turn 1 and turn 2. Very rude of you. Turbo, it's a feature. Force shield. I mean, force shield is gonna get cheap pretty quickly, right? Well, cheap? It'll be transformed a lot of the time. No, can't take it for that reason. Great. Good opening right there. Next hand's just virus and then a bunch of attacks. Minor beam. Minor beam, minor beam, minor beam, and then minor beam again. Or minor scratch. Following up, it would be. Philosophize for some strength gain. We do want to gain strength while we're doing this. Because we do a bunch of small individual hits. I can hardly imagine something more worthwhile than gaining strength alongside that. Swift pot, max output. More cards in hand at the same time when we pop off that virus. That's value. Speaking of. I should count this. Philosophize for 1 strength. Use virus for 5 damage. And there's a Philosophize up there. We have 5, 5, 15. That comes back. We gain a strength. We hit 2 times. It doesn't apply the strength to the 2 hits. So that's 25 so far. And then we have another 30 in hand. 25, 30. That's lethal. Philosophize virus. Minor beam, minor beam. Cast that. Minor beam, minor beam, minor beam. Cast the minor scratch. Nope. You know what? Swift pot. Really? You're actually gonna do this to me? You're kidding me! One in 14. To be the bottom card of the deck, the only one that I can't reach. 1 in 14. Alright. Virus. In with a minor beam. Hit him with another copying idea. Virus, virus, virus. Hit him with a big virus. One more virus. Get to take 20 damage. The boot. Flail Safeguard. Safeguard's a great card. Great way to add some defense into this deck. Very dense. Fine-tuning's okay exclusively with Philosophize, so I would need to upgrade the fine-tuning. It's pretty big, though. Happy Flower. Fine. Can't do anything on that turn. That'll be enough then. Let's Philosophize. Perfect. If this had a ceasing top, I could actually legit just ruin him. That'll do it. Mummified Hand. Iterate. Wait, Iterate? Is Iterate even good here? Yeah, I mean, I have a go-to and I have a Philosophize. I need a second course of a little bit of damage. Sure, we'll take an Iterate. Philosophize fine-tuning, thank you. Don't want to give the enemy the strength on the next turn, so do not create a function next turn. Could not trigger the Combile there, would have taken 10 damage to it. Good old virus right there. Pop that. Gain some strength, deal some damage. Do it all over again. Enemy takes 15 from us. I mean, those are both better cards, so we'll go for the go-to first. $150. Pretty reasonable. Good enough. No need for any of those involved. I'd love to take the kunai were it available, but it isn't, so won't. Just card remove a card. And I will go for the extra elite here. I think it's a great way for us to get a bunch of extra damage. I don't know if I should virus this turn, but I should definitely still max output. Maybe I should virus this turn. Yep, we're good. One. Gone. Knew we had the damage for it, just had to find it. Alright. Oh my god, the god opening hand? Philosophize? Iterate? Fiend tuning? I think I just strike, strike, strike and wait for the next turn. Don't need to empower that person's go-to there. Because we are already gonna kill him with the viruses. Get him! Holy Smooth Stone Flex Potion, Dark Dash Flail, Oil Spill, no thank you. I have a lot of cards we still need to upgrade. This wants an upgrade, Philosophize wants an upgrade, Max Output wants an upgrade, Go-To wants an upgrade. Let's go Go-To first. Or it is our first. Philosophize and Iterator already in the opening hand as well. That can't be relevant to us, because we can't encode yet. So I have to turn it down there. Although this does hold it until fine-tuning comes out, so it's not awful. We just don't transform that many cards. That's fine. Just needed the strength in the next cycle. And it didn't work out that well. Optimize, Wild Beam, Iterates. Don't need another Iterate in the stack, I don't think. Oh well. Not really a great shot for us. But I really didn't want the rest before it, so... Not sure what other choice I would have made there. 1 HP left. Get him. We have a weak potion separator branch invoke. Oh. Looking for AoE here. Okay, we can't compile that yet. Can kill that unit at least. About 2 defends. Yeah, this fight could be really, really, really brutal. Looks like it was about to be as well. Backline are dead. All right. And give them the rest of the damage. Another max output. Yep, specifically with a mummified hand, it'll help us set up a really, really good opener. Oh my god. It's gotta be go-to for Philosophized fine-tuning, right? Also gotta throw a weaken on the enemy. I may actually just have to try and kill them. Like, straight up ASAP. Because I know that this turn is more damage than I have defense in the deck. Draws 3 cards. Gain 2 strength, 7 damage 2 times. So you can do that, and then we can do a giant virus. That'll do it. Whew. Sentient form, library, and spaghetti code. Sentient form a lot of the time is just going to upgrade a bunch of minor beams to do exactly what they're already doing, +1 damage. So it's like +1 strength for 3 energy a lot of the time here. Alright, nothing. Energy's not that important to us, but also not trashing our deck with a calling bell is kind of important. Fine. The bell tolls, we get gambling chip as a huge pickup there. Almost certainly worth it. Gives us the ability to decide our opener a lot of the time. So there's a path out here that has 2 merchants, right? So that's 2 merchant fights for me. I bop the merchant real hard right now. So we should be kind of okay with those. Those max outputs don't need to be 0 cost yet. And I do need extra strength. Fine. Not really what I was hoping for, but okay. There we go. That's more what I was hoping for. Go to. Max output our way into a big ol' virus. Hit him. Gain some strength. Hit him. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Another 28 damage in there. Constructor, deprecate, bit shift, pass. Ooh. No, I'm specifically going for the enemies here where available. Actually, I may want to keep 2 defense in the opening hand here. Even throw the iterate. Philosophized, defend, defend. Do I replicate as well? Yes. It's just more damage in the next. No comment. We clearly have exactly one too many cards in this deck. Since that keeps happening to us in the way it keeps happening to us. One, two, three. Blow 'em up. Another fine tuning. Yeah. It's fine. Tuning. Iterate's nice in this fight. Very, very condensed. Okay, go to Philosophize. Do I really want to give the enemy the ability to bot me that hard? I guess I do. Philosophize, fine-tuning, iterate, throw that out. And here is why. I'm not going to count it, but I will pop that first, just in case. Maybe I did need that. That destroys them. Backtrace, infinite beam. Constructor, no thank you. So I either need to defend or I need to be even faster. Whenever you shuffle the draw pile, gain 6 block. That's actually a pretty considerable amount of block for us. We don't really go to that many question marks right now, but we will in the future. Oh, right, of course, removal. Let's just cut a strike. Armorous Tincture is really good for a turn where the enemy is doing a bunch of damage. But I also have a key to break, and then I have more to remove. Okay, I can't take that right now. This is a rough fight for us. This could be a bad one. There's a shuffle to the draw pile. There's another 3 strength. Enemy did weaken us. And they do have malleability. Just got through him there. Repair. Gain 4 block, but it also compiles to heal you for 10 HP. That might be the amount of anti-attrition I need. Love chaining fine-tunings there at the start. Okay. Let's go to repair. Fine-tuning, fine-tuning. Virus the backliner. The frontliner on the ground. I'm just going to kill the frontliner, actually. Then draw 4 cards. I guess I'll also throw out a strike, draw 4 cards. So we gave up strength scaling just so we could be a little bit faster. And a little bit more defensive, and a little bit more gain 10 HP. Seems to have worked out pretty well there. Follow through, it's a feature. It's a feature. Whenever you draw a curse or status card, gain 1 temporary strength and dex. So every turn past the start... Ooh, curses as well, actually. So Ascender's Bane and the Curse of the Bell will do it. But we'd get 1 strength, 1 dex on a lot of those turns. No. I can't add more bloat. Bottled lightning upon pick up, choose a skill, start each combat with that in your opening hand. I do want Philosophize in our opening hand, I think, all of the time. I could go from a shop to another... No. Double removal is interesting, but I don't think I need it. Let's draw 3 more cards there. Okay. I don't like that I'm about to Philosophize and do a bunch of fine-tuning here. Unless I can guarantee the kill, which I actually think I can. Alright, let's do it. Philosophize, go to... Fine-tuning, fine-tuning. Play another max output. Ooh, I can't repair, I have to use the virus. Virus on the back line. 1 more. Gives us draw 4 cards. So I want to try and get some of these minor scratches into the new draw pile. Despite the fact that the enemy's already dead. Okay, yeah, we didn't need the potion there. It'd take a fair while to count. Not super keen to do it immediately. Mutator is often just going to get destroyed by the virus rather than consistently retained. 6, 7, and Philosophize. I can do that. We can take 5 damage here on the opening turn, especially because we've got the 10 coming in at the end. To us, that is. Max output. Ooh, nice. Double up on some fine-tuning right there. Hit you with the bite. Do I really want to defend first, maybe? Yeah, single defend and then virus. Still get 2 castable cards out of this. And heck, we have anti-attrition in this deck. Whoop. Let's gain some strength before we do anything silly. Perfect. No. Obtain the Ritual Dagger or Occultist Potion. It's got to be the Occultist Potion. That's going to be really good for us in a fight. Probably one of the last ones. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, apply 2 soul burn. The problem is the soul burn really ought never have an opportunity to go off. This is like 2 strength for us a lot of the time, right? It's very expensive for 2 strength. Making all enemies vulnerable is actually particularly appealing here too. Amplifies damage by 50%. That's worth an extra card. And it only gets better when I get more strength. Well, this demands I go all out on turn 1. Which I guess I'm okay with. Otherwise, we'll actually pop a defend. Use the Swift Pot for 3 draw. Let's invalidate the enemies and virus. One more on you. Good lethals across the board there. Get another regen potion. Really should have just held out a second longer, as it turns out. Still don't want to take any of those removal costs. Can I stop getting all these enemies that really bop us if we have Philosophize unupgraded? Because it is not upgraded, as it turns out. Let's defend, fine-tune, and just hold. Fine-tune again. About a repair even. Get an iterate up there. One more max output. Vulnerability on the enemy, and then a virus. Fast error, one I can't play, unfortunately. White Beast statue, great pick up there. Flail. White Beast statue, so we're gonna get a potion after every combat now. Okay, we can finally we have a combat where we can just go as ham as we want on turn 1. Despite the fact that all of the other combats have eventually become ones where we've had to go ham as much as we can on turn 1. It's an issue of what I want to do versus what I have to do. Perfect. We'll invalidate and repair. Pop a max output, drawing a bunch. And then it's virus time. For kids. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll do that. 3. Da, da, da. Beautiful. Potion, repulsor, no. Hard pass on those. Good to see you again, bud. You almost murdered me last time, and I promise you that won't happen this time. Because you will murder me. I'm letting it do a fairly big bop there. I'm trusting it. Nice. I don't like that I've been weakened. Make him vulnerable. Gain the strength. Hit him with a virus. Perfect. Whew. Again. All's well that ends well there. Ah, you got a big old backstab you're trying to do here on turn 1. I see ya, I see ya. I guess I'm just gonna let you do that. Philosophize. Iterate, fine-tuning, fine-tuning. Gain a bunch of strength, deal a bunch of damage a bunch of times. Seems like that's their plan as well. We have a bit longer to milk this. Gaining as much strength as I can gain myself. Okay, let's invalidate. Smart iterate, running copy, and then go. Actually, probably copy. Then smart iterate. Then go. 2, 3. I'll take 10 damage on that turn to secure almost lethal on the boss. This isn't going to Meow. I don't think this is going to Meow. It's not built with the durability it would want to do that. Dexbot clean code, ship it, burn out. Clean code would literally be for exactly preventing philosophizers. No. Pandora's... Oh, yikes! Really? A bunch of stuff I can't use? Tiny house, then. Ouch. Fine tuning got a nice upgrade, at least. A lot of the time, the block potion is just going to be used to try and save us. Drop the colorless potion for that. There's the overheat, but it's another card. It could be the bottom of the deck, while Philosophize is at the top. It's just... It's too much. Too much. Alright, 2 shops out this way. That's more removals. Break the ruby. Yeah, Philosophize just needs that upgrade. Enemies on this will have more HP. They're going to live for probably an extra turn. If they're doing a bunch of shenanigans, I need to not die to those shenanigans occurrences. I probably should have dropped 2 there. Maybe I guess I'm possibly better off having not done so. Smartly wrench him. Three. Yep, didn't even get to cast any of the ones that had come out of it. Machine oil. That's a big pickup. No. Get latest is kind of interesting here, at least, though. A 0 costing coded card in and amongst... Sure. It's interesting enough. Occasionally it'll give us something ridiculous. Occasionally it won't. Most of the time it won't. It rarely will. I'm gonna have to wait for the next cycle, aren't I? Alright, fine. Alright, I have to play the other fine-tuning this turn. I have some leniency. Repair doesn't need to heal more HP this turn, so that's fine. Use go to see what get latest would give us. Invoke, nice. I mean, yeah, I'm happy to get the invoke. Smartly sprint our way into more cards. I love that we can just generate a ridiculous amount of defense just by shuffling. Super handy. All right, smart sprint. Let's go for a wee bit of a Tinker's iterate right there. And yeah, frontliner is going to be a wee problem. It's not like I have a bunch of defense. Ow. Just ow. Get latest has... Ooh, Constructor. Sure. That, and then Philosophize, and then Strike. I'm not going to want to invalidate before I fine-tune anything. Speaking of fine-tuning, let's fine-tune both of those. Get a repair up there, even more defense. Sure. Go to. Also cycles the draw pile so that I get to full defend that turn. Virus draws a bunch of cards. We build idea for the strength. Pop a block potion as well. And sure, then I'll burn these. Because we have enough energy to play the drawing card. Yeah, so this is ultimately better off. Get that damage out early, cycle back quite quickly here, and then just murderate with it. No. No. Start each combat with 1 artifact. What does that mean to us? Prevents the vulnerable for an invalidate. Means nothing for our relics. Okay, so maybe it doesn't mean that much to us. I have exactly enough to get the anchor for 10 block on turn 1 and then a card removal. That seems like a play. Ten block on turn 1 means a lot. Gives us the ability to focus less on our own block. Piercing shot. That'll probably go out. Let's philosophize. I do need to start cutting some defense from this deck. Go to fine-tuning, defend. Do I now want to invalidate? Yep. I'll just keep waiting forever. One of these days, fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly. And buddy, I kill people. I think he says hurt in that, actually. That's fine. We got a repair left in the draw pile. Let's wait. Repair, defend. Okay, I can't actually create the repair without killing the enemy. That is to say, encode it. Firepot, deprecate. I like the idea of it. We're giving enemies strength. If we want to be in the fight for long at all, we really want to weaken them as well. Take 1. Whack. Protective goggles. If you end your turn with no cards in sequence, gain 4 block. Most of our turns I ended with no cards in sequence. And no Nyao. We have no longevity. We die damn near instantly. So get latest has to get us. That'll do. Don't need it to gain points of dex for me, thank you. Deprecate's quite nice there. Pop it. Apply 2 weak to enemies. I don't need to apply 2 weak to enemies again. It says draw 3 cards. Fine. Might as well. Or strength. 8. So 9. So we deal. This is 4, 4, so it's 8. So we deal 16, and then another 24 takes us to 40. Right? And that's just these cards so far. Wait, hang on. No. 48. It's just these cards so far. And then we deal another 24 2 times. So it's 48, and then another 48. And then another 48. So 48 by 3, and then another 8 on top of it. It's definitely enough. Even without digging for vulnerability. Neat. Toy Ornithopter as well. Fruit juice. Yeah, drop that potion for that. Optimize. Upgrade the next 5 cards you can encode that you encode, rather, that can be upgraded. I guess that upgrades the card from get latest. But there's not much value in doing that. It's a fine fight to pop that fruit juice. Recursive Strike is a 0 cost. Interesting. Maybe that goes up later. Let's philosophize and go to. Pop a fine tuning. Invalidate. Pop that again. No, I'm going to be going a lot faster than I thought I was going to. Let's get that recursive strike out there, and that puts that up there as well. Cool. Nice. Copying iterate has a bunch of damage to do. We've got both of those up there. I guess we repair now. Pop the copying iterate. Got to get a deprecate up there. So now I can fine tune that. Keep the enemy weakened as well. All good. Smart sprint. Gives us energy. Draws us cards. Copying iterate for a bunch of damage. I could only really max output if I knew it was going to hit virus. That said, I also don't appear to need to. Terminator. Oh, yeah. Yep, because getting that early on is absolutely ridiculous. Double play the strength gain card. Deprecate's actually really good in this hand too. Don't tell anyone I took that. Philosophize. Deprecate. Fine tuning. Pop out a repair. There's a lot of deck trashing going on in this fight as well, so again, we have to be kind of faster than I necessarily otherwise would have wanted. Latest for Fortify, interesting. I think I will go to, then pop a fine tuning and Terminator. Three weak tall enemies. They are already quite weak. I make myself vulnerable if I use virus here. But I also kill all of my enemies if I use virus here. So I think that'll balance it out. Tori, energy potion. Energy potions are actually quite useful for me. I'm probably not going to have enough money to remove another card from the deck, unfortunately. Oh my god, is that an opening hand or what? Sure, that'll hit one of them. Fine. using the energy potion. Can't believe that. Philosophize. Go to. We fine-tune. We Terminator. Played a gain 2 times there. Get latest gives us Cultist Strike. Yeah. Let's iterate. Cultist Strike. Fine-tune that as well. Spend and invalidate. And Sharp Strike. 11 card deck at the moment. And it's all good. Make more weak. Defend myself. Need to be able to apply that vulnerability before I attack. Which may happen here. And it does. 2 minus scratches come out of the deck from this. And yeah, it actually looks like they are going to take us all the way to lethal. We get the Orichalcum. Nope. I'd pass on everything else there, thank you. Yeah, can't afford the next. I'd love to just be able to play all of the max outputs, but I can't. This one might just be pass. Or maybe even just get another machine oil for one of the final fights. Sure. If both max outputs were upgraded, this would be so much easier. There's just been so many things to choose between. Oh my god. You're aggressive. It's got latest. Oof. Another philosophize. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's invalidate and then pop a virus on you. 1, 2. Not dead yet. Wow. Rude. Okay, 2 more hits on you, and then focus on midliner. 1 HP left on you. Love it when it works like that. Oh, gosh, no. All right. Here we go. Time to pop all the big ones in the first turn. Probably not invalidate or the repair there. Want more setup than that. Okay. Power Potion gets us. This is just going to be another max default for the first turn. Dex. Get the strength per turn. We may end up giving the enemy Divinity turn 1 and just hope it... Well, I mean, they don't hit with a big attack that Divinity would amplify for a while. Okay. Yeah, we have too many cards to play to not do this. We now philosophize. I really want to go to just like kind of throw cards out of hand for a while here, basically. Double fine-tuning that. Max output. Obviously, I'm looking to try and get to Terminator here. There it is. Machine oil, Terminator. Gain 5 strength, draw 6 cards, play this again. Yep. Do I even want an iterate involved in that? It's weaken the enemy, I guess. Cool. The deck is actually finally doing the thing that I was planning the whole time. Which is good to see. We're about to see what I meant by that. Oh, interesting. Interesting. What a hand. A lot of zero cost cards in here. Wonder if I can utilize that in any way. Yeah, make him vulnerable. Sure. Scratch. 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 Let's draw all of those cards again. And the original card. Scratch. Scratch. Then Smart Sprint. Scratch. Scratch. Yeah, you see the cycle? You see how that would have worked? And did, in fact. That is our Ascension 11 unlock here on the Automaton, which literally just leaves the champ, I believe, to unlock their final 3 Ascensions to get all the way up here. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody, the name of the game. It's been Slay the Spire Downfall. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.